I don't even remember where the hell we left off. Like, I have no idea. You look like they took 10 years off my life. Don't I know it?
Boredom. Nothing interesting happens on the claim anymore. Claim is known.
Let's go see what that is.
Huh. Look at this mess.
It has definitely been... There's definitely been an interesting few days, that's for sure. Whatever this is should be right here. You got a throne page. No, what is that? Down, please, thank you. Being able to breathe underwater makes life really simple. Now, is this what our thing was? I guess so. Guess that was it. We'll just travel. Wish this thing site for streamers. Cool.
Hold the hammer. It's that fame Nora.
Where are we? Oh, there's the metal flower right there. Ha, look at that. Isn't that convenient?
Fires are clearing up.
Alright, now then. Something is down here. I did post that. You are correct.
The locator shows there's another recording in there.
We could do that tonight.
I can't raise the airfield. Must have been destroyed. Well, we're out of time and out of fuel. I have to put us down on that lake. Let's give these soldiers a chance to die fighting. This is the flight deck. We're going for a water landing. Leave everything behind except what you need for the fight. Now's your time to go out in a blaze of glory. Race! Race!
Sorry, I'm kind of been texting back and forth.
My focus has detected another flight recorder.
I like that it has, like, sonar. Let's see. Because we've got a long way to go.
Ugh, water in my boots.
Well, you know what? Let's just make our way. Do I not have a mount? Apparently I don't. This could take us a little bit. I will find a mount somewhere. What are those? If I get close enough to one of those, I could get one.
It'll be slow going if I use acid on it.
I gotta get close to it, and I don't necessarily know if I wanna. Kinda out of the way, we'll just keep moving. We'll find something that's a little less nasty. So, son, how was your week? How's everything going? I've got at least one tree done. I've got Hunter done. And Infiltrator just about done. Infiltrator done. Let's see, 2 points. There we go. Purgewater Hunter Bow. Blow Blast. in case I need purge water or plasma.
The hunting grounds await, soldier. Like the 10 before us, my clan tests their mettle against only the most formidable of machines. Now, so will you.
Not really. Wasn't planning on it.
Come back if you change your mind.
I got other shit to worry about than sitting there and doing your little hunter challenge things. That looked like that was a whole lot further away than it really was. Like, it's 400 some odd feet, miles, whatever the hell you want to call it. That's no good. What in God's name is that? Oh, an unknown Fireclaw site. I have absolutely no desire to fight one of those things.
Purge water ammo should do the trick.
Supposed to be a Fireclaw, but I don't see one anywhere.
A hunter killer. A guardian of other machines.
It's an Apex Fireclaw. Oh, you can fuck all the way off. Oh shit, there's another one. I like the track, fucker.
You're mine!
Gotcha.
Got it! I should grab the drone's data now that it's down.
Now then, let's get the hell out of here, away from those fire claws. Because I don't want to be anywhere near those.
Good day. Oh, that's her. Strongest of the outfit. Careful.
I know. Because I'm sure there will be one in here, and I want to open up this area.
Walk with strength, champion of Akaro.
Mother.
Shh. She'll be back. Rest now. Keep an eye on her. Is she sick? It's Aloy, isn't it? Walk with me. I am Ateka, commander of the Lowland clan. The girl, Zella, was poisoned by the blood choke. For months, it has polluted our waters, depriving us of food and clean drink. We've learned to live with it as best we can. But recently, without explanation, the filth cleared from much of the lowland. Yet one river still runs red, like a split vein from a rotted corpse.
So the water here is still poisoned?
Exactly. I sent my best squad to find its source, led by Zella's mother. They've failed to report back. Akaro told me how you dropped part of the throne on Regala at the Cool Route. Saved his life. So lend me your strength. Together we can find my squad and the source of the poison.
How did Hikaru come and tell you about all this?
Sounds like you know Hikaru pretty well.
He was my commander before he was my chief. I had served in his squad since we were bare-armed youths. Back then, he was a merciless warlord, determined to destroy any enemy of the Lowland clan. I was with him the day he took the Grove. Stood guard outside as he claimed the throne within. He entered a conqueror, but returned with the ambition of ending the constant bloodshed between the clans.
Because he saw Faraday's message.
Yes. That vision changed him, gave him new purpose. He became our first chief, ruler of all Tenakth, and dedicated the tribe to fighting machines instead of each other.
What do you do here?
If you're so close with Hikaru, why aren't you a marshal?
I wanted to serve as one, but Hikaru needed someone he could trust to lead his former clan. Maintaining control of the desert and sky clans is difficult enough for him. But the title wasn't handed to me. I fought for the honor, as our rights demand. 5 days of scars and blood. By the last sunset, I stood alone. The new commander. Close to 20 years have passed since.
Tell me about the blood choke.
This blood choke. Is that what you call the red algae?
Yes. A couple years ago, it was only a thin streak of red in the river. It grew over time, until it was a constant poison. It sickens those who drink the polluted water, kill the fish we used to catch. But a while ago, unexplainably, the rivers began to clear.
That was
All
us.
except for one. Because of it, my people continue to waste away, weakening the clan.
Where'd they
I'll help
go?
you find your missing squad.
Good. I'm heading out now. The longer the blood choke remains, the longer my people suffer. We'll follow the Red River. The squad would have done the same. Might be able to pick up some sign of them. You ready?
Actually,
catch
I
up.
have some things to do first. I'll meet up with you.
Very well. Look for the mouth of the Red River. Follow it, and you'll find me wherever it leads.
Okay. I'll be there when I can.
Yeah.
Okay, but you should know that I'm not. Well, good thing I have a little something called strategy.
Talk yourself up all you want.
Be proud. Trusting God into the heart. Hikaru is our strength. Saving him saves the Tanakh.
You should see her spear in action.
Anything of that.
We should look to the verses. Lock all, champion. May your blade strike true. May your blade be dark. You're far from home, traveler. You've showed us more knowledge rebellion cannot boast.
Outlander,
Jumping around.
I offer you an honorable trade.
Touched hunter bow. I think I need any of that.
Are you certain there's nothing you require?
There, I am certain there is nothing I require. Dire, I don't need one of you.
Outlander, the craft of the Tanakh awaits you here.
There is no leader.
Need those for something, apparently. What I need those for, I don't know. But apparently I needed them.
Choice. We need to evacuate.
Abandon the settlement? You might as well hand over the lowland. May your blade be bright.
A giant
Let this battle be fought. Let the war be won.
Need that for? Arrow, I need one more of those peccary hides. Okay, I can get that.
A good soldier prepared for the war.
We all knew Gala would attack. Let's go. I think I might head over to the hunting ground later.
Sure. Might as well set a new record.
So that upgrades the pouch, which is good because that's more ammo.
Well, good thing I have a little something.
We must all unite to stop Regala.
Okay. Let's go see Talana because she's right outside.
I heard your brother earned a mark from the pitman.
You're hurt. Seek out a herb.
Thornmarsh. Quite a sight, isn't it? Never thought I'd find myself this deep into Noct territory.
Have you run into any trouble?
I've been keeping my head down. Had to duck into the swamps a couple of times to avoid Tenakth patrols.
Well, I'm here now, so spill it. Who is Amatis, really?
Like I said before, he helped me put a stop to a hunter-killer machine out in the wilds. At first, he thought I was just another hunter from the Lodge who only cared about the biggest machine trophy. And I thought he was just a grouchy hermit living in the woods. But then, he trusted me with the truth. Told me how the Red Raids took everything from him. Seeing that side of him, I don't know, changed things.
You love him, don't you?
I think I might, yeah.
Then why did you part ways?
When he told me how he failed to save the woman from his past, I told him how I made peace with my father and brother's deaths. He realized he needed to do the same on his own.
Wait, When we searched that Red Raid's battlefield together, you said he'd lost someone close to him there. I thought you meant a fellow soldier.
She was. Women aren't allowed to serve in the Karja army, but Nessa disguised herself so she could. Amadis kept her secret. When he left to come out west, he promised he'd send word that he was all right, but his letter never came.
So you set out to find him.
And when we do, I'll have words for him for leading us on this wild goose chase.
Well, at least I kind of understand now. Amadis thought Nessa died on the battlefield. But when he learned that the Tenaks took prisoners back west, he kept going. So I guess now we find this prison, the Rot.
I did some scouting while I was waiting. I think I might have found the way.
Lead on then. Do you think Nessa might still be alive?
I doubt it. Any Karja prisoners from the Red Raids would have been killed or returned home by now.
Then what's Amadis after?
I think he just needs to know.
I'm following you.
Over here, you flaming hunk of scrap.
Oh, shit on me.
That fire claw's right on his heels.
There's no match for it alone. Come on. We've got your back. Not now.
That's some bullshit. I had him.
That ice ought to make it brittle.
Bugger. I hate these things. plasma tripwires. That could have hurt.
And you're still adept with your traps.
Okay, those things suck, by the way.
Talana,
You were supposed to let me know you were okay.
I was going to send the message right after I crossed into the desert with an Oseram caravan. But when it became clear that the tunnel had collapsed behind us, I figured the only thing I could do was press on. Seeing as you found a way out here, however, clearly I was wrong. I'm sorry. The last thing I wanted was to worry you.
So, you must be Amadis.
And you must be Aloy. Talana's told me a lot about you. And I guess you must know about me.
A little.
I have no idea. I
Headed
can't see
to the
you.
rot. But what are you hoping to find there?
A clue. Or a shred of one. Anything about Nessa's fate. Maybe she died on the battlefield. Or maybe she wasted away in that prison. Either way, I have to know.
Talana told me about you and Nessa during the Red Raids. That you kept her secret.
We were both assigned to the Southern Spear Division. Our orders were to push into Tanuk territory through the tunnel. She was proud to serve the Sundom at first. But as the atrocities mounted, we both saw the raids for what they were.
And the two of you grew close?
We did what we could to protect innocent lives. It felt like we were the only ones who objected to the slaughter. And yes, we were close. Until the Battle of the Burning Blooms.
Tell me about the battle.
What happened at the Battle of the Burning Blooms?
I had intel that the Tanakh forces were greater than we had anticipated. I tried to convince my commander to halt the attack. He was a drunken lout. And when I threatened to reveal his incompetence to Karja High Command, he pulled a knife on me. So I killed him.
In self-defense.
It was still murder. I was condemned, but I thought at least I could still save Nessa. I was too late. By the time I got to the battle, the fields were already burning. Our soldiers slaughtered or missing. What's more, the commander I had killed was from a powerful noble house. They put a bounty on my head. I've been on the run ever since.
But the Red Raids are long over. Sun King Avad would pardon you if he knew...
The Sun King can't help me.
A pardon from Avad won't stop bounty hunters eager to claim their prize.
So tell me about you two.
So, you and Talana, sounds like the two of you had an adventure out in the wilds.
Clawstriders, a hunter-killer, mercenaries, a shell snapper. Nothing could get in her way.
A scruffy hermit in the woods certainly tried.
That was foolish of him, in hindsight.
Well, let's keep moving.
Well, we're here now, so let's head to the rot.
I can't ask you to come with me. I feel bad enough you've come this far.
I didn't come all this way just to leave you now. We'll see this through together.
I know better than to try to talk you out of it.
Damn right.
Come then. The rot's not far. The rot's along the shore, but we'll have to stick to the woods to avoid being seen.
How did you find it?
I overheard a Tanukh patrol from the nearby village talking about it. Figured it out from there.
What were you gonna do if we hadn't found you? Take it on
I'll fill my
alone?
pouch with these later.
I only need to question one guard. Figured I'd grab someone when they're by themselves.
Well, now you have us.
We're getting close. Just a little further.
Hold on a second, guys. I want to save because we just took on a frickin' Fireclaw.
Wonder how long these gusts can keep it up.
Good, you're back. Shall we move on?
Yes, we shall.
There it is. The rot.
Those are Regalla's rebels. They're waging civil war against the rest of the Tenakth. They must have taken over the prison.
Then they would have killed any of the guards. They were my last hope of finding out if Nessa was there.
Maybe not. There might still be some clue inside.
Even after all this time?
Aloy can see much more than you or I.
Then let's do it. Any scrap of hope is better than nothing.
We'll have to find
Yeah,
another
we are
way in.
starting to. We are getting
Front
close.
gate looks impenetrable.
And there's no way we're scaling those walls.
You two stay here. I'll see if I can find another way in and get that gate open. I should check around the sides. Might be a way in from the water.
Go on. We'll stay out of sight.
Big water. I like crab.
Gotta get to the main gate to let Talana and Amadas in.
Oh, there are a lot of guys right there.
What's the word? All clear?
Spar later. Get some training in.
There! You see that? Go and check it then. Dead. Definitely dead. Body here. Who's missing?
You need backup?
At least just me, huh? All right then.
Come back! I dare you!
Let's hope it was nothing.
We'll have our revenge another day.
Oh, and quiet now.
Guess it's a false alarm.
Orders say we
joined
check
up for
everything. So we check. anything to report? So tired that I need to stay sharp.
Okay. So, I assume it's intruder for all I know. One of the soldiers was dicking around. Right. Right. Now the problem is that there are a lot of guys just chilling right here.
I'll shout if I see anything.
Might be a good time to let Delana and Madison.
Healing ends. Need to get some training. That ether. Punishment will be severe.
I thought I saw my brother.
False alarm. Call it off.
Get a grip, would you?
Whoa!
Movement! There!
So, we search.
Now this'll do some damage. Much better.
Okay.
Let us out.
Hold on. As soon as the coast is clear.
Start from here. Ready? Then start. I've got a good feeling about it.
Yeah, those champions kind of suck.
You heard them!
Trouble.
I can keep going.
No!
That's all of them. Better get that
Take
main
that,
gate
fucker.
open for Talana and Amatis.
I do dislike those guys quite a bit. They suck. Had I been able to sit there and actually use this damn thing, that probably would have gone a little bit easier.
Well, don't have to worry about running out.
In we go.
End of the line, Outlanders.
That device is gonna call a machine.
Nice shot. Too late.
My aim's as sure as the sun rises. I got you covered. Take this ammo.
Owie. Wasn't so bad.
All right. I think that's the end of it.
Hey, is anyone out there?
Hear that?
Those aren't too bad when you've got friends.
For the next fight.
Here. Door's locked, but that last rebel had a key on it.
Freed by Karja. Have we not been humiliated enough?
It's not their fault you were locked up in your own prison.
I'm looking for information about a Karja soldier. She might have been a prisoner here 5 years back. Her name was Nessa.
The Karja Nessa was here. I killed her myself.
Nessa.
I'll handle this. Go secure the grounds.
It's you, isn't it? Nessa, how?
It's
Why?
Rataka.
Let me get this straight. You were Nessa. You were brought here as a prisoner during the Red Raids and then became Tenakth?
The Karja forbid women from military service. I lived my life pretending, ashamed of who I really was. But the Tenakth measure a soldier only by their strength and resolve. So I took my place among them.
Nessa. Rataka. I've mourned you for 5 years. Why didn't you let me know you were alive?
I had a new life. I wasn't going back. Not even for you, Amadis.
Okay. How'd you go and become Tenakth?
If you were brought here as a prisoner, how did you become Tenakth?
I knew it was only a matter of time before the Tenakth killed me and the others who were held captive. But one day, one of their soldiers stopped in front of my cell, asked how a woman had ended up fighting for the Mad Sun King. As he spoke, I realized he was once Karja.
Vashav.
I heard how he fell at the embassy. He deserved a better death than that. The other prisoners he condemned to death, but he convinced the Tenakth to let me fight for my life. I won through blood and blade. I became Rataka and never looked back.
No regrets?
You were willing to wear a disguise so that you could serve in the Karja army. Do you miss being Karja at all?
No. The Red Raids showed me there was no honor in fighting for the Karja. And when my comrades and I were brought here as prisoners, we knew no one would ever come for us.
I would have, had I known.
It's better this way. Beneath my Karja armor, I found I had the blood of a Tenakth.
What about you two?
The way Amadis talked about your time together, I thought you'd still care about him.
It was 5 years ago.
I didn't abandon you. Before the battle, I tried to get Gudaya to call off the attack, but of course, he didn't listen. I ended up killing him.
Then he got what he deserved.
I ran for the battlefield to find you. But you were already gone by the time I got there.
I didn't know. But even if I did, I mourned you, and then I moved on.
Okay.
So if you became Tenakth, how did you end up as a prisoner here again?
My squad was ordered to retake the Rot from Regala's rebels. We failed.
Considering how much Regala seems to hate the Karja, I'm surprised her rebels let you live.
You're right. I'd be dead if they knew. But few Tenakths remember who I once was.
So what now?
What will you do now?
You've taken back the rot. My squad will ensure it stays that way.
So this is it? After everything we've been through, this is goodbye?
It has to be. My place will always be here, and yours is back east. I'm sorry that you've suffered. You deserve better than how the last 5 years have treated you. I'll make sure you're granted safe passage out of the lowland. Consider it Nessa's final farewell.
Okay.
At least now you know the truth.
Somehow it hurts worse. He must think I'm an idiot.
No, I just think you have a lot to figure out. I'll take you back east to the Sendem. After that, I don't know.
Talana, I understand. I'm sorry it came to this.
Me too. Give me an Aloy a moment.
Are you alright?
To be honest, no.
What's going to happen between you two?
I'm not sure. He clearly has a lot more feelings to sort through. And I
Yeah.
won't be anyone's second choice. I want you to have this, for seeing this through with me. No hawk could ask for a better thrush. Or a better friend.
So, I guess this is it then. You're heading back east.
I think I'll hang around Barren Light for a while, before returning to Meridian. If you find yourself back that way, look for me there.
I will. Safe travels, Talana.
Okay, well, it was nice to see Talana. It's too bad that she kind of got dicked over a little bit.
Maybe I should check in with her the next time I'm at Barren Light. Seems like she could use a shoulder to lean on.
Stand strong.
I'll keep some extra on hand.
May your blade be sharp.
The hell are we? Well, let's go and see if we can't find Pharaoh's tomb, because we're close enough that we can go do that now.
Regala's dreams return to ash. I know them. The outlet from the heard you got some fresh ink. What'd you do?
Down a ravager the last time I was out in the wild.
Regala can be challenged by an outlet. Walking on her. You've earned our trust. And Hikaru's on it. I hear you got me on.
Alright, let's see what's up here. No, I do not want to race.
It's time for the stash.
Okay, we're on the right track. We will. We will. I shot the gull. Where the hell did it go? But in time, we will look at the poison and we will do all this stuff. Slaughter spine. The hell is that? That sounds nasty. I don't know if I've seen one of those yet. Like, I kind of want to go take a peek at one.
Machine's tough. Acid's no use here.
Right, like it's definitely different. Doesn't like frost and doesn't like purge water. Okay. He just has all sorts of nasty nasty shit on him. We're gonna avoid him like the plague.
Okay, time to cross the water, look for landfall, and over. No one here. That's strange. Well, nothing's stopping me from taking a boat.
And yeah, I was dreading T-Rexes. Those things look nasty.
Current's pushing me south. There's no choice but to head for that beach.
Yeah, sudden storms.
No one's guarding this side of the ferry either. Where are the Quinn? They're in landfall, I guess. I'm gonna go find it. It should be to the northeast.
Looks like there's another slaughter spine nest here. Oh, good. Let's see. Stalkers.
Overriding that claw strider will make for an interesting ride.
I have a ride now. Wow. He just came in and whooped his ass.
I gotta keep an eye on the sky with the storm bird circling.
Oh, great.
So these are the ruins of San Francisco. An entire city of crumbling towers. And somewhere buried out here is Thebes. I hope Alva and the Quen can help me find it. Should try something other than fire.
And that guy had no idea. Alright, there's a campfire, so this way we can get back out here.
There's a lot of room out here. That broken building looks interesting. I wonder if there's something inside.
Thought I just saw... I did.
Purge-water ammo's not much use here.
Missed. Another campfire.
Another drone keeping watch on the biosphere. I should grab its data. But how am I going to get it down?
Where is the damn thing? Heard it. Ah, there you are. I have to get all the way up there. That's how you do it. Oh, hello. That's dark. That's... yeah. That's not going to work. Because that is a perfectly good way for us to fall to our death.
That must be the entrance to landfall up ahead.
Hey. Is that her? The living ancestor. The diviner wasn't lying.
This is landfall, right? I'm looking for Alva.
Overseer Bohai ordered us to invite you before him should you approach. Please, come with me. Go. Let him know we're coming.
Mm-hmm. Because they know about...
It's her. The diviner was right.
What's her name? Elizabeth.
Overseer Bohai. A stranger just walked through the gate.
I knew Alva would not dare lie. You do look like Sobek.
Is Alva here? I need to talk to her.
I will consider your request once it is determined what you are. A living ancestor, as Alva believes, or a threat, lurking in such a guise.
I am no threat, okay? Back on the mainland, your soldiers fired on me without warning.
So you say, infidel. None of those you engaged survived to bear witness.
I held off on your squad when...
Do I know you?
May I present our honored CO?
So, here she is. Our great mystery. Well, Bohai, what have you divined? What is she?
A mystery indeed, my CO. How can she appear as Sobek, and yet know nothing of our ways? Are we to believe that a living ancestor was born to this wretched land? An ocean apart from the realm of the Chosen? And if so, to what end? I cannot answer. Only she can. But I warn you, no falsehood will satisfy us. Now speak, Why are you here? What is your purpose?
I'm looking for a place called Thebes.
And what do you seek there?
Alva told
This
me
guy
a little bit about
is
what
interesting.
you're after. I guess you could say I want what you want. A way to heal the world.
As I suspected. Tell her.
We found Thebes, the final resting place of Ted Pharaoh's secrets. It isn't far, but the way is closed to us. Machine attacks have cut us off from the site. Diviner Alva is there, along with a complement of diggers and soldiers.
Is she all right?
Our scouts tell us that a machine has our people pinned behind their defenses, but they're holding out.
Machines.
CO,
huh?
CEO.
I can help with that.
Alva told us that you are indeed formidable.
But I have a few questions first.
We will answer what we can.
Tell me about you two.
So, Alva reports to you.
I was chosen by my colleagues on the Board of Overseers to supervise data retrieval on this expedition, yes.
And you're in charge of the expedition.
He is far more than that. You are addressing the cousin of the Emperor of the Quen. Heir to the vast holdings of the Great Delta, the first CO in 5 generations.
All she needs to understand is that I am the authority here, and my will is to attain the secrets of Thebes.
Mine too. We're in luck.
So tell me about your expedition here.
You crossed the ocean on these ships? Couldn't have been easy.
Greatness is never easy.
Indeed. It took 7 years just to build the flotilla. This expedition is the most important undertaking of our generation. A quest for knowledge across the gaping sea with nothing less than the fate of our tribe at stake. And none of it would have been possible without the will of the CO.
The voyage was difficult. The wilds here even more so. Our sailors and soldiers have suffered much. I know that. But all for the glory of the Quen.
Something about this guy. There's something about these guys. I will bet you that we do and learn more about the Quen and possibly go even more west in the next game or the DLC.
So you found Thebes. How?
The ancestors revealed it to us not long after we made landfall. Almost a year ago. Through a scrap of ancient data discovered by Alva and verified by myself. It contained details about the construction of a great underground palace.
Where, exactly?
Close. Beneath the Great Pyramid in the ruins beyond.
Figures. Ted loves his pyramids. Have you been inside?
No. That has been a problem, one of many.
And we will solve them all in time. Getting back to the site is the one at hand. I hope you're as effective against machines as Diviner Alva suggested.
What are you guys looking for there?
What exactly are you looking for inside Thebes? I thought Alva brought back the data you needed.
We risked much to cross the ocean. Therefore, we must unearth every possible link to the legacy while we are here. Especially one as important as Thebes.
We will not sail back until I have plundered its secrets.
So what machine is over there?
What kind of machine has your people pinned down near Thebes?
A Thunderjaw. We've dealt with them before, but this one is...
Tougher, stronger, and it has black armor?
Yes. How did you know?
Doesn't matter. Won't be easy, but I can take it down.
Then destiny shines upon us, as I knew it would. A living ancestor now walks among us, and she will help me attain the secrets of Thebes.
Resupply here if you must. Then on to Thebes at the base of the pyramid in the ruins. We will follow when our scouts confirm you've cleared the way.
What more do you need?
Oh, alright, I guess that's it.
I should get going.
Yes, you should.
I don't like this guy. But I gotta say, they're... they seem to be a lot more... Like, they are Karja level technologically advanced. Like, if you noticed by the, you know, the... What's the word? Like, the stitching and all that other stuff.
May that assist your journey. See. I can shoot lightning now, that's good. Let's resupply. Alright, well, let's go check this place out.
It's true. A living ancestor walks among us. I didn't believe it. Now I see. You truly are an ancestor reborn.
Like, they're talking about the CEO and I'm on the board. Like, yeah.
Whatever I learn of this strange land, I will share with you. As is my duty to the ancestors. I should tell you then. I spotted a tall net southwest of here, lying still as death among the waves. They said Glinthawks were stalking its remains, so be wary if you're out that way.
Thanks.
Hey!
It's only half beach to the southwest. Maybe it's dead. I should have a look when I get the chance.
Please, come and eat.
Okay. Off to the big pyramid to fight the Thunderjaw.
Yep. I gotta say, I got a bad feeling about this.
Pouch is full, but my pack has room.
A barbarian! Run, stranger! There's a killer machine about!
The machine will kill you!
There you are. I guess we're doing this.
Owie. Okay, hold on one second. Acid is what it wants. Strong versus frost. Okay. Move. Apex Thunderjaw.
Hail, Machine Hunter! Speak with us! You killed that
Come on
machine.
over, you.
Your CEO
Word.
sent me. I need to speak to Alva.
By all means, then. Open the gates!
Alva, I'm glad you're okay.
Oh, you got rid of that machine. But what are you doing here?
There's something inside Thebes that I need. I went to Landfall. I met your CEO. We came to an agreement, kind of.
And you're going to help us get in?
I guess so. The whole thing was a little tense. There was something off about that guy. And I don't understand what he wants from Thebes. I thought we found the data that your people needed back on the mainland.
That data will take us years to sift through. The CEO wants faster results. Aloy, you have to be careful. He's...
There they are. The legacy tells us that Elizabeth Sobek helped the ancestors cast aside all obstacles. And so it has been today.
You have been true to your word. I'm pleased. Thebes awaits us below, shall we?
You want to bet that this guy is somehow related to Ted Faro?
Quite an excavation.
Much of this was flooded. We had to pump a great deal of water out. Behold, the door to Thebes.
A door like no other.
Maybe not. Doesn't look like
You're
him.
right about that. It's designed to open for only one man. Ted Faro.
But the legacy tells us that he worked closely with Sobek. He trusted her. Surely she can open the door, and so surely can you.
Not gonna happen. At least not from this side.
You said she was a living ancestor with Sobek's eternal essence.
If I may, Pharaoh, great as he was, did not build his palace alone. We know this from scraps of data we found, the ones that pointed to this location. And we found evidence of passages below. Maybe they were built to aid construction. Or for servants. We can't reach them. The way is flooded and they're too far underwater, but...
Yeah. I can reach them. There might be another way in down there.
You see? With Sobek, there is always a way.
Then do what you must to get us inside.
I don't like this guy.
This water's warm. It's almost like a hot spring. Look at that thing. It's huge. It goes all the way down to the bottom.
Geothermal power.
There's a rupture up there. Maybe a way in.
Yeah, this guy...
This could get me inside.
I'm not a fan of this guy already. There's something about him.
Okay. Looks like this tunnel leads deeper into the structure. Stop the turbine. Good.
So I wonder if we're going to see good old Ted somewhere in here.
How do I let the Quinn in?
So he had stuff in here to work out.
Looks like an exercise room.
Here I am again. Hiding in the gym. Writing to stay sane in this crazy place. I can't believe Grigori's dead. Our so-called spiritual leader was fine yesterday, and then suddenly passed away in his sleep, and no one will talk to me about it. They treat me like a child, whispering behind my back, as if I can't cope with death, even after the end of the world.
So Ted had other people in here with him, including a teenage girl. The living area. It's pretty big, too.
There's nothing normal about a scientist, his daughter, a guru, and well, let's face it, a harem living through the end times in a trillionaire's underground survival bunker. But now that Grigori's gone, I'm worried things will get even weirder. He helped keep Ted stable for a couple of years, sort of. Without him,
Harem?
who knows? And we don't even understand what happened to him.
The girl's right. Nothing normal about Ted.
So Ted was down here with a harem of sorts. Gross, Ted. Just gross. Or something.
I know everyone's reeling after Grigori's untimely demise. He was a deeply spiritual man who wasn't afraid to rip back the curtain and gaze where few men dare. I've asked Dr. Sumtow to, check on what happened to him. I'm sure he had some kind of condition or something. The main point is that while we certainly miss him, we will go on. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, something tells me it didn't turn out that way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope this is the way to the main door, so I can let the Quinn in. Look at this place. It's pretty fancy for a survival bunker.
I'm willing to
Some kind
bet
of access control?
that this is... What the hell?
Most of Ted's women repulse me, okay? They're like contestants on a housewife sim preening for the hubby's attention. But Brianna, the Hollow Singer, she's different. She's always been nice to me. And I love her voice, which has been conspicuously silent since Grigori died. She doesn't speculate or gossip like the others. She knows something. I can tell. And I'm gonna find out what it is.
Okay.
Locked. But what about the main door? Ah, good. An emergency exit function.
Emergency exit initiated.
The door is open. Destiny is upon us. I knew you could do it.
What's going on?
The CO is preparing to enter Thebes.
Oh, why are you dressed like Ted Faro?
I am Pharaoh, renewed. My essence is the same as his. Across the years, across the generations.
That's what I was worrying about.
Is my soul. His will is my will. We are sundered in only one way. I need his final testament, his deepest secrets. And now that the door is open, those secrets are within my grasp. When I have them, I will be complete, as he was. I will have everything I need to save our homeland, and, as Pharaoh did, the world.
Okay. I think there's some confusion here about who Pharaoh really was.
No one knows better than I who he was, who he is. Me. The Renewer, greatest of the ancestors, the man who saved the world. And you understand, Sobek. You are her, Pharaoh's harbinger, his assistant. Come, we will descend into Thebes together, as it should be. Bring her the raiment.
Raiment?
As he is Pharaoh, you are Sobek. For an occasion this momentous, shouldn't you wear proper business attire?
Whoa. No. No, I am not wearing that. No way.
You will wear the proper attire to mark this moment.
Or what?
It is said Sobek valued life above all else. Is this true?
Fine. I'll wear your raiment.
I definitely do not like this guy.
Excellent. Shall we proceed?
You're gonna bring the quiver, but you don't have an arrow. A bow. What the hell?
Look at this place. The grandeur.
Oh, there's the bow.
Pharaoh's domain. Simply breathtaking.
Excellent. Somewhere in here, Pharaoh left his secrets. Let's go find them.
Your Magnificence, perhaps we should leave
Looks like the
guards
emergency
behind to
exit
cover our
function unlocked
exit.
this door, too.
Indeed. And let it be done.
Pharaoh's visage, a monument to greatness.
Truly, my son.
It's a monument to something, I'll give you that.
This guy.
Bounties, Overseer.
These guys have guns. These guys, yeah. These guys are no joke.
I think this way might lead down.
Excellent.
Brianna didn't wake up this morning. She's gone. Just like Grigori. I'm looking up at the giant, hideous statue of Ted in the Great Hall. His eyes. And I know now that he's watching me. He's watching us all. He's always had power over us. I just never knew how much.
Did you discover some data? Remember every detail of his, Bohai, for posterity.
It will be its own chapter in your legacy, my lord.
We're gonna have to kill these guys. Like, there's no getting around it. We're gonna have to.
No less than he deserves.
Of course, Your Honor.
Wonder if Pharaoh had a foot bath in here. I've always wanted one of those.
There will be no further discussion of your feet, Bohai.
Brianna told me that Grigori hacked into restricted files and found out something awful. That Ted murdered important people who worked on Zero Dawn. Did Ted punish Grigori? Kill him for discovering what he did? How could that be? Dad said there wasn't a mark on Grigori's body. His heart just...
Find anything interesting?
So hey, this is weird.
Yeah, I tried to warn you.
Yeah, sort of.
I'll explain everything if we survive long enough.
Those certainly look threatening.
Huh. Statues. The guardians of Pharaoh's domain.
I don't know about that. they active?
Those aren't statues. Look out!
Get the CO out of here.
Guess it's just us then.
Been made. We have no choice.
That must have hurt.
Okay, haven't fought one of those in a while.
Thanks.
Where's Overseer Bohai?
He has decided to return to the surface. A wise choice. We can't afford to lose any more diviners than necessary. So, no more delays. We must proceed.
I got bad mojo coming from this guy. Like, uber bad mojo.
Yes, that looks like the way.
When I built this place, when its special systems were designed, I knew what I wanted. Protection, of course. An unlimited power source, that was a given. But also... control. Over every possible eventuality. After all, you never know what'll happen, especially when the human element is involved.
What did you find?
Trust me. You don't want to know.
I guess I don't.
Ever deeper we go.
This is quite the bunker, that's for sure.
What is that? A reclining throne, attached to some kind of apparatus. I wonder what it does. An impressive setup. What is it for?
I'm sorry, CO. I don't know. My focus can't read the data here.
What about the living ancestor? Is the data lost to her?
No, we'll find out if I'm feeling generous enough to sit there and tell you. Immortality. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Scan the device, if you will.
did this for him? You put, like, off switches in everyone's heads?
Kenya, you mustn't judge me. I had no choice. If I said no, what would he do to us? What would he do to you? You're my little girl. I was trying to keep you alive.
For what, Dad?
Tell me what your focus reveals.
Seriously,
about the
why?
device.
So we can be trapped in this underground nightmare? You know what we have to do. Please.
Did you find a recording, Aloy?
Yeah. I'll share it with you later.
Made a minor adjustment to the gene therapy regimen and added a new cocktail to treat the symptoms caused by the mutations. Hopefully, there will be some stabilization after the next treatment. God knows what Ted will do to us if there isn't. The early results were so promising. No signs of aging, no cellular degeneration, but now... Oh, if only I had access to my old lab in Bangkok, or my old colleagues, or my old liquor cabinet. Stop it. Got to stay positive. For Kenya.
You saw something. I could tell. Did the data explain what Pharaoh used this device for?
I think he was undergoing treatments to live longer. A lot longer.
Really? Could he still be alive?
Don't be foolish. If he were alive, he would have kept his essence. It would not have been passed down to me. Remember, he was the renewer. Of course, he would have stopped at nothing to grasp the secrets of life and death. But not for himself. Everything he did was for a new beginning. For us, for the Quen. And for his true heir, me.
You know, I'm starting to think you're right. You do have a lot in common with Ted Pharaoh.
I knew you would see, in time. Let us continue. His secrets await.
Can we just put an arrow in this guy and be done with it?
Is that a small office? For a minor functionary, perhaps?
The things we're learning tonight.
Look at all this equipment. We are getting closer to the heart of this place. I can
An automated geothermal energy plant right under the city of San Francisco. A marvel. Even I can run it, and let's face it, I was always more of a visionary than an engineer. Which is why I had the foresight to insist on the inclusion of a very unique feature. Just in case anyone ever tries to steal my cheese, so to speak.
A very unique feature? Oh, shit. A very unique feature. I'm willing to bet that fucker put some sort of, like, self-destruct in this or not, or something. Ah, Ted.
break the door down.
I'm going to look for another way in.
Good idea. It's worked before.
Very well. Get to it.
I'm getting to it.
Break it open! Open that door!
Focus might find something I missed.
How long does it take to bash through a door?
No, the focus sit there and said to look around. I am looking around. There it is.
Maybe try my focus.
Hurry! Break it open! Ah, is that a vent of some sort? Not a bad idea. She's gone. Did she make it to the other side?
The real question is, where did they sit there and
Maybe I can access Ted's files from here.
learn that, or where did they get the idea that Ted was like the be-all, end-all guy? You know what I mean?
There. Omega clearance. Got it. What do you have to say for yourself, Ted?
Somtow's dead. Along with his kid. Found him on the floor of his office this morning, holding hands. Must have poisoned themselves. I never would have put them to sleep. She was just a girl, for Christ's sake. I offered them life, and this is how they repaid me, by leaving me all alone. But I guess I've been alone since this whole thing began. Alone in bearing the burden. For the past. For the future.
Same old Ted. No matter who dies, he's the one feeling sorry for himself.
Liz's future. Liz's children. Someday they'll come, and I'll be here to greet them. Somtow said my aging has stopped altogether. If anything, my cells are replenishing faster than normal. I just need some time for the mutations to calm down. Time. And energy. Somtow said the reactor can give me what I need to grow strong again. To get my shit back together. So I can greet the kids.
He's alive?
They're gonna need me. My advice. guidance. And then I won't be alone
That's...
anymore.
You hear that?
Pharaoh's secrets. Are they here?
Not the ones you're looking for.
Then they must be in there.
Trust me. You don't want to go in there.
Are you mad? I haven't come all this way to stop now.
This is bad news.
At last, Pharaoh's legacy is mine.
At last, you are fucked.
Is that?
It's him.
Burn it to ash.
Wait, no. Pharaoh has it rigged to melt down if...
We're not gonna see him?
Kill them too. No witnesses.
Oh, come on.
Engaging target. Track her.
Pharaoh rigged the reactor to overflow if he dies. We have to run.
Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Yo. Yes. Yes.
Soldiers! Ancestors guide me! Raise the alarm! For the ancestors! Hope it hurts!
Don't stop, come on! We're almost there!
Time to go.
Are you okay?
What happened?
We found something that will help. Not just your homeland, but everywhere.
But where's the CO?
He's gone. I guess you could say he gave his life to help us attain the secrets of Thebes.
I see. You must think I'm eminently stupid.
What? No.
The CO was an entitled egotist who twisted our beliefs into a sickening, self-serving fantasy. And you expect me to believe he sacrificed himself for scraps of data? It's time for the truth, and it better be convincing. Otherwise, I'll simply order these soldiers to open fire.
Hold on. You're right. To be honest, the CO screwed everything up. He brought Thebes down around our ears and died like a gutless coward. But we really did find something down there that will help your homeland. If I can take it and use it. Now, if I have to, I will fight my way out of here, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can just let me go. And then take credit when things start to improve.
Success certainly does sound better than failure. It seems then that our destinies are intertwined. Landfall is open to you. If it will help your cause, you may come and go as you please. But Alva must join you and report back on your efforts.
Fair enough.
Thebes is of no further value to us. Obviously, we're going back to the flotilla. Alva, I expect your reports to be thorough.
Okay. Well, that was definitely
I thought
interesting.
he was going to have us killed. And instead, I get to join you.
Glad to have you. But you're going to need a little help to reach our base. Varl, I made a new friend. I need you to meet her at the Quen Ferry and escort her back.
On it. Can't wait to meet her.
Trust me, you'll love it there. Varl will give you a better focus, and all the data you could ever want. Head to the ferry. I'll join you back east as soon as I can.
A diviner must follow the truth, wherever it leads. I'll see you there.
So Ted
Now that I have the
actually...
clearance, we should have what we need to capture Hephaestus. But before I head to the ferry, maybe I should stop by Landfall.
He actually
Gone,
found a
maybe
way.
Quen will be willing to talk. And there's still that tall neck nearby. I gotta change out of these clothes. I can't believe the CO made me play dress up.
Like, Ted actually, yeah, he Resident Evil'd himself. But at least we know that that fucker's dead now. And he lasted this long, all by himself, thinking, I'm gonna be the savior. Excuse me.
Please, Ancestor, please. It's about my brother. I don't mean to disturb you, but I've run my requests through every channel and I've gotten nowhere.
Just take me through it.
Apologies. My name is Jomar. I'm the weapons officer for this expedition. It's my job to ensure the troops are armed and prepared for what's out there. And I've failed to do so. My younger brother, Oris, his unit was sent to scout the tower on the northern side of the island. They should have returned by now. The Overseer has denied my request for a search party, and defying him would mean dismissal. Or worse.
You think they might be alive?
Oris has been obsessed with San Francisco ever since I can remember. He jumped at the chance to join this expedition. I have to believe that fate isn't cruel enough to make this place his tomb. If you help me, I'll get you access to any weapon in my stock.
If I make my way up north, I'll look for your brother.
Thank you. If it helps,
That's...
my brother carried an ancestral relic with him. I believe your focus might be able to pick it up.
What kind of relic?
A small metal piece dangling from a chain, with a hologram of San Francisco. Which is why my brother always had it with him. The diviners speculated it was some kind of beacon, inviting the ancestors to visit the city.
Speculated? So there was data on it they couldn't read?
It was deemed lost knowledge. If my brother truly is... gone, could you maybe bring the relic back for me? It meant so much to Oris. I'd like to keep it safe. For him.
Of course.
So that outfit that he's wearing is actually Varl's outfit. The other thing that I saw that was interesting, or that I've got questions about, is it said that these guys came from across the seas. Oh, they are the Quen. Are they from China?
There's no way we can find our way back home like this.
You're doing all right?
I mean, they're good shipbuilders. I mean, damn.
Living ancestor. Can I assist you?
I promise you, we'll find a way home.
Harriam, we're never getting that gyro compass back. We're stuck here. For good.
The ancestor reborn.
May we be led to truth.
Just, Aloy, what's this I hear about you never going back home?
Our navigational ships.
They're all gone. Destroyed by storms and reefs, and with them, the one instrument we need to guide us across the ocean.
There is one ship that might still hold a working gyro compass.
But it's beyond our reach, beached on an island surrounded by deadly currents. No compass, no way home, no way back to those we should have never left behind in the first place.
Christia.
So, what do you mean left behind?
You mentioned you left someone behind?
My wife, Meandra. She works the field in the Great Delta. When I was chosen for this mission, she begged me not to come. She was scared I wouldn't return. And like always, she was right. I left without saying goodbye, and now I won't ever see her again.
Oh, that's rather forward of them in a tribal society having, you know, same-sex marriages.
So you two are soldiers?
Navigators, actually. I'm Harriam, and this is Christia.
So you two know how to use this instrument?
The gyro compass. Only I know how to read it. The diviners trained me. Harriam was chosen to memorize the charts found in the Legacy.
So you can't navigate the fleet without each other?
It is the Quen way. The greater the knowledge held by one person alone, the greater the risk it'll be used against the Empire, should we be captured by our enemies.
Your tribe sure is...
The Empire?
cautious. So what is this gyro compass you're looking for?
It's a device used by the ancestors to help pinpoint a ship's location. But it only works if the readings are compared to a chart.
How'd you get your hands on something like that?
I guess it's safe to tell you, since you carry the gift of the ancestors. The diviners found them on ancient vessels back in our homeland, and modified them so we could use them on our ships. Without them, we're at the mercy of the seas.
GPS, maybe?
You said what you need is on a ship somewhere.
Yes. The ship we were stationed on. The night we approached landfall, a sudden squall hit the fleet. While some ships managed to find safe harbor here, ours ran aground. The crew abandoned ship, hoping the ocean would spare us.
I thought we'd drown for sure. Thank the ancestors we somehow got washed up on a beach southwest of here. Scouts found us and brought us to landfall. Not that it matters. The only ship with the gyro compass is grounded and surrounded by deadly currents.
Well, I can help.
Maybe I can help.
Not unless you can fly.
I can't do that. But if I find a way, I'll come back.
She's an ancestor.
Fly?
Maybe she really can help.
I will not let myself hope just yet, but I thank you for your kindness.
It's finally changed.
Maybe.
Fly,
I don't think I
huh?
can get to that ship. At least, not now. some of the sweat.
Alright. Let's go back to base. And that'll be about where we quit for the night. But man, I've got a bunch of stuff to do. No, we'll be able to fly. We've got once we learn the override for the birds, we'll be able to do it.
I just don't get this last part.
There she is. I hear you found Thebes. How was it?
Maniacs,
Not good.
lava. What's not to like?
I'll remember that next time I go traveling.
At least I got what we needed to trap Hephaestus.
Good thing I got my gear ready then.
So how goes the training?
You look tired.
Ha! You never want to hold back, are you? I've just been making sure that I got everything down for this mission of yours. I don't want to be the usual screw-up out there.
You'll do fine, Erend. Have you spoken with Alva yet?
Yeah, when she's not reading the archives like a giddy kid drinking her first ale. She took to that new focus quick, that's for sure. I gotta say, I'm a little jealous. But I can see why you two hit it off.
Okay.
I should get going.
As soon as you want us heading out to those cauldrons.
I'll give you the heads up.
Carl.
From the look on your face, I'd say the mission was a success.
I got Omega clearance. Is everyone ready to head out to Cauldron Gemini?
As soon as you give the word.
Did Alva make it here all right?
Our new Quen friend. The moment she laid eyes on the archives, she jumped on them like a long leg.
Sounds about right. Now that I have Omega clearance, we can grab Hephaestus and finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging Thunderjaws.
Better them than us, for once.
Damn right.
Once Gaia is back up and running, I expect you to put all your training to good use.
The seeds have been planted. All they need is a chance to bloom. What? I thought that was pretty good. Zoe liked it.
I'm glad you and Zoe found each other.
Don't forget, you're to blame for that.
I should go get this to Gaia.
Of course. Let us know when we're needed.
Talk to Zoe.
Welcome back.
Good to be back. Have you met our new Quen guest yet?
I could barely keep up as she gave herself a tour of the base. Varl gave her a new focus. Though when he told her she was free to access all the data we had here, she turned so pale I thought she'd faint on the spot. We showed her to the archive room so she could see for herself. She hasn't left the place since.
Sounds like Alva. How are things with everyone?
Slightly quieter. Aaron's been busy scouring data on his newest obsession. Apparently the old ones wrestled machines as some kind of performance. Called it metal versus meat. A must-see battle between steel and flesh, as Aaron likes to put it. You'd think we have enough of that going around as it is.
Read anything interesting lately?
I found out the old ones use leaf infusions like the Utaru do. Tea, they call it. Apparently it helped soothe them. That and some sort of scented wax they used to cleanse their aura. Plus something called bubble baths. I think I'll stick to
singing to calm the nerves.
I need to get going.
Right. You've retrieved the Omega clearance. That means we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. I'll make sure my gear's ready.
Alva?
Aloy!
Right to work, I see.
There's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing! And you, a true reincarnation of an ancestor. Genetically speaking, of course, not like the, late CO. And there's more ancestors out there, returned from beyond the stars. Of course, they're trying to kill us, which is not great. And
Not
Eric
great, no.
Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay. How about we take it one step at a time?
You're right. I also owe you an explanation for everything that happened at Landfall.
Damn right you do. So let's start talking.
You said you owed me an explanation for what happened in Thebes. I'm listening.
Right. I'll start at the beginning with the CO. He was an Imperial, the Emperor's nephew, in fact. As such, he sponsored many diviners to search the legacy for anything that might help the tribe, and himself. He took a special interest in anything related to Ted Faro, whom we consider the greatest of the ancestors.
Ted Faro, revered ancestor. That's tough to take.
I know better now, of course. Anyway, the diviners discovered that Faro spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the ocean might solve our most pressing problems. If only we could find the right data in this fabled city. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our people. The Emperor declared that all the tribe's resources be poured into this endeavor. Dozens of ships were built, scouting missions were dispatched, and the Emperor's nephew was named CO, one who wields the legacy for the good of the Empire. The living embodiment of Ted Faro, the Renewer. It may seem strange now, but for a time, he carried all of our hopes. We really believed he would save us. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would be.
You said the expedition across the sea was more dangerous than you thought it would be. What happened?
We lost most of our ships to hurricanes, and scores of soldiers perished to hunger and disease. And that was before we even hit the coast. Once we landed, machines ripped our patrols apart, and we struggled to replenish our rations. There were bright spots, to be sure. We found Thebes and the greenhouse, but nothing improved the CO's mood as his dreams of saving the tribe were slowly dashed. He became more and more obsessed with Thebes and what lay behind its door, and more convinced that the title of CO was no mere honorific. You heard him, spouting nonsense about Pharaoh's essence and some kind of becoming. We knew these weren't the words of a sane man, but he was quick to put any who spoke out in front of a firing squad.
What a great guy.
Nice guy.
The Quen are wrong about many things when it comes to the legacy. I can see that now. But what the CO became was a complete perversion of what principled diviners stand for. The pursuit of truth. I'm sorry you had to endure his madness. I'm just glad it's over. For everyone.
Yeah, he was kind of a douche.
So, Bohai, your overseer. Will he run things better than CO?
He won't execute people on a whim, if that's what you mean. But he's hardly a paragon of integrity. I can't tell you how many times he took credit for data in the legacy that I uncovered. The best thing I can say about him is that he can be trusted to always do what's best for him.
Yep, sounds about right.
Tell me about the ancestors.
The ancestors. Is that what your people call the old ones?
Yes and no. The ancestors are the greatest of the old ones. Those whose legacy taught us agriculture, medicine, warfare, leadership, and patronage of the science and arts.
The CEO called Elizabeth Sobek an assistant. What's that about?
Right. Well, any old one who has made minor contributions or worked extensively under one of the ancestors is called an assistant. That's how we thought of Sobek, until we met you. Our limited access to data past the late 2040s has obviously misinformed our view of the past.
Back at the greenhouse, you spoke of knowledge forbidden to your people.
Diviners are meant to seek out the truth in the legacy, and many Imperials sponsor them in the hopes they'll find something the Empire can put to use, thus gaining favor with the Emperor. But the Board of Overseers claims certain truths are detrimental to the stability of the Empire, like discovering one of our revered ancestors ended the world. That is why Diviners are only allowed to access segments of the legacy. Only Overseers can view it all. It ensures that any heretical data can be contained and retrieved before it can spread.
What happens to Diviners who break the rules?
I never had the courage to ask.
You mentioned the reason you came here was to help your family. Your sister...
Her name is Alika. Our parents are commoners. Peasants, really. When I passed the divination exams, they were so proud. It brought honor to our family and increased rations. Only Alika begged me not to leave for the research academy.
Why? What happens there?
Alika knew that once you enter, you're not allowed to leave or see anyone, not even your family. Unless you can get special permission and an escort by an overseer.
It sounds harsh.
Like the focuses we keep, Diviners are few in number, and the Empire is, well, fearful that outsiders will try to steal our knowledge. Last time I was allowed to see my family was just before our voyage here. Because of my position, I was able to get them refuge from the floods within the capital. But if our crops don't recover soon, they'll starve to death along with everyone else.
I promise I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't come to that.
Okay.
You mentioned Eric Visser? How do you know about him?
The Zenith who tried to kill you? He is known to the Quen as the Protector. Combing through data related to his work led us to breakthroughs related to weapons and military tactics. Knowledge our rulers used to conquer and expand, to become the empire we are today. That's why he's one of our most revered ancestors. But based on your encounter with him, it appears he's even more ruthless than we ever imagined. Yet another distorted interpretation in the legacy.
Well, at least you're piecing together the truth.
If only the Overseers back home would do the same.
Beta mentioned other Zeniths. Tilda, Verbena, and Gerard.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about them. Whatever legacy they left behind, the Diviners haven't recovered.
I see you've been using your new focus.
It's been fascinating. So much better than the version the Quen have. What would have taken me years to sort through, like the database you helped me recover, with this, I've been able to establish search parameters to speed up the process. This could revolutionize how Diviners analyze the legacy. That is, whatever part of it the Overseers would actually let us study.
I don't like these Overseer guys. I'm really curious if we're actually going to learn more about the Quen later.
You wanted data, you'll find lots of it here.
A Diviner has never had this sort of unsupervised access to archives such as this. And knowing you, I suspect there is much that would normally be forbidden held within them. But I was sent here to help you. I would be remiss to ignore any truth laid before me. Maybe it'll help the Quen find their way back to the path of truth.
Agreed, son.
I imagine you don't know anyone here that well yet, but they're a good group.
It's funny because one of your friends is, well, another you. Not that you are the same person at all. I mean, you are, as in, you're both genetically Elizabeth Sobek, but even so, you're different.
Yeah, we are. I hope everyone's been treating you okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. They've all been extremely welcoming. And they share the knowledge they learn on their focuses with each other freely. It's refreshing. Back home, diviners can only share data with the permission from the overseers.
Sounds restrictive and stifling.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
Well, good for you.
I need to get going, but if you need anything...
All I need is to help you succeed in your mission. The plan Gaia told me about, to capture Hephaestus, it will help set things right.
I hope so.
Then I will do whatever I can. I promise.
Aloy, well met. We've been briefed on our mission, and are ready whenever you wish to head to Cauldron Gemini.
Were you able to finish the new arm Gaia was helping you with?
Indeed. I was hoping we could discuss it, if you have a moment.
How are your studies going?
I wanted to learn more about the world of the Old Ones.
And?
I looked up this pharaoh Gaia said you went looking for, and learned about the plague of machines he unleashed. To think that the ancient world was wiped out by... a mistake. A single miscalculation. There is no glory or honor in such a fate. Only hubris. And pointless death.
That about sums it up.
Yeah.
Have you spoken with Alva?
The Quen is peculiar. Nothing like a Tenakth. Her mind is sharp, that much is certain. But it's hard to imagine her surviving in the wilds.
Trust me, she's tougher than she looks.
I will take your word for it.
Hey, well, let's test out this arm.
You wanted to talk about your arm?
Indeed. It's time to test it. And I want you to be there.
Okay. How are we doing this?
Not how. Where? Will you meet me where we felled Regalla's Tremor Tusk? Right where the river bends?
Sure, if you want, but I'm not sure I understand.
You'll see when we get there. I promise.
Then I'll let you know when I get close.
You have my thanks, Aloy.
I have to go now.
Then do not let me keep you.
I'm afraid to go and
Like you said,
give...
I'll call you when I'm close to Regalla's old outpost near the bulwark.
May the Ten guide your way.
I'm afraid to go and give the stuff to the Gaia, because I don't want it to start a something we can't stop. You know what I mean? Okay, apparently she doesn't want to talk to anybody. Well, let's see. Hopefully we have an opportunity to sit there and go, no, I'm not ready for this yet.
Welcome back.
There we go. More data for the dome.
Good choice. Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Oh,
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct. But the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. Two cores. Two overrides. What if the merge were carried out by two clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of two operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the Zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Okay.
That's not good.
Yeah, this file's crazy. Why would anyone use oil for that?
Aloy. I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. A slave. Forever. Varl and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! You can't protect me. Nothing can protect me from them. I told you from the beginning, we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would? Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect? Beta, you don't have a defect. Beta, look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Frost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having the strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. You said you'd try to protect me. I believe you. But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand?
Wow, okay.
Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Girl's a mess.
Whenever you're ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
If you keep frowning that hard, you'll get wrinkles.
I just don't get this last part.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
This is going to be about
Not
where
at
we
all.
quit.
I was just studying the pulse generator schematics. The ones Gaia and Beta built. The craftsmanship is remarkable. Is everything all right? It sounded like there was an issue with Beta and the mission.
Not anymore. We just needed to talk some things through.
To understand one another is to embrace truth. Oh, and if you have a moment, there's something I could use your help with.
Must be strange to think that some of the ancestors your tribe reveres are still alive. And here on Earth, right now.
Yeah, it is. Part of me's curious to know who else besides Eric Visser might be among them. Maybe Nikita Arand? We call her the Spark. The legacy tells us she brought unlimited energy to the old ones. Or Sung Jiao, whom we call the Healer. It is said she found new ways to extend the ancestors' lifespans. But my curiosity fades when I think of how different our view of Visser was compared to the reality that you experienced. Perhaps it is better not to know.
Probably a good idea.
Any more data catch your eye?
All of it? I have so much to study up on. Years, actually. I'm particularly interested in the Odyssey. We knew the ancestors had made it to the moon. In fact, we theorized some of them had settled on it. But Sirius is way farther than that. And we thought journeying across the ocean would be the feat of a lifetime. The sheer calculations needed for space travel. It's overwhelming to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other tribes when it comes to understanding this stuff.
Yeah, they are.
Up, everyone thought that stars were sparks that rose from a fire lit by the goddess to guide us through the night. Have you spoken with Zoe at all?
A little bit, but I did hear her singing with Varl not too long ago. I don't think they noticed. Zoe seemed so free when she did it. Like every emotion she had was taking flight in song. And she looked happier because of it. I felt so dull and nervous in comparison.
You should ask Zoe to teach you sometime. About Utaru music.
Maybe.
So what is it that... Oh, hold on.
If you need anything before heading out to the cauldrons...
You have nothing to worry about. Gaia's explained your plan in detail, as expected from such an efficient AI. I've even received some very, succinct combat advice from Kotallo. You know, in case the Zeniths show up.
What kind of advice?
Yeah.
He, told me to run.
For now. We'll even the odds soon enough.
One can hope.
You mentioned there was something you needed help with?
Yes. So, as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse, I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan. My people discovered it decades ago. A sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground tunnels. The legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding. But we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created. It's in San Francisco.
Another facility?
No. Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So the legacy tells us, anyway. If we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the Great Delta. Every year, my sister gets terrified when the long rains begin. With Leviathan, maybe she won't have to be.
Okay.
Maybe.
So, where in San Francisco is this facility?
That's the thing. The data doesn't say where, exactly. But one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. He might know. Would you come with me? I have a feeling that wherever this facility is, well, you're much better at fighting machines than I am.
Of course.
Okay.
I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
Thank you, Aloy.
I should go. Make sure you talk to Gaia if you have any questions about the pulse generators.
May your path lead to truth.
And, like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfall. We'll find the data you're after.
I appreciate it.
So, do we have to do these before Gemini? Do you know something I don't?
A rush of air.
I see you, champion.
Okay.
Be careful if you're traveling southwest, champion. Rebels have set up camp in the hills. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to dig your grave.
Thanks for the warning. Sounds like this North could use a hand dealing with these rebels.
If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade.
You are catching us right as we're quitting. You got us. Yeah, you got it just as we were stopping. How did D&D go?